Kung yung QA nyo nagma-manual testing, then iba-batch job talaga yung mga testing. Kasi hindi pwedeng pagkatapos ng isang dev, i-full regression ng QA team yun. Hindi pwedeng ganun. Kasi mauubos yung oras nila sa kakaganon.
Yeah.
So iba-batch mo yun para meron silang enough work para mag-regression. So again, queuing theory pa rin yun eh. As parang yung sinabi ko kanina shared resource, parang ganun din yun eh. Pero kung fully automated yan, ang bilis ng capacity ng mag-test. So pwede kang labas lang ng labas. So yun. So if you can enforce quality, if you have that engineering maturity to enforce quality, you could actually go faster. Pero you still have to control yung pyramid yan. Control at least two of the three. If you only control one, which is again a common sin sa engineering, usually yung kinokontrol lang natin yung sa tao. Who can do what? Walang pakialam sa scope, walang pakialam sa time, walang pakialam sa quality. Wala, asa ka, nganga ka na lang, parang ganun. So you need to control at least one more lever and then you can get your sanity back.
Yeah. I think sa amin naman in terms of balancing, whenever we try to parang provide costing sa client and even yung timeline, I also look at kung ano yung complexity nung project. Like is this a low complexity lang ba na kaya nang gawin ng junior to mid lang? So ina-assess ko rin kung ano yung resources na kailangan ko for the project para I know rin if I would still meet yung quality na hinahanap ko sa isang project. So yan, sometimes if it's a complex project, I would assign at least one senior, I would assign a technical lead, as in full team talaga, may solutions architect, technical lead. Pero for simple project like could be just a marketing side, I would still assign a solutions architect pero baka at the start lang ng project, then mainly na siya, yung developer na yung mag-handle.